After a year in Chad, EU troops leave behind the military bases and equipment essential for keeping the peace. Now it will be up to the UN peacekeeping mission to focus on humanitarian development and civilian programs, which will include training and deploying Chadian judges and police. Victor Angelo is the UN Secretary General's representative to Chad and the Central African Republic.
We have been able to arrest 81 high-caliber bandits. And you have to take into account that in the 12 months before, in the 24 months before that, nobody had been arrested in eastern Chad in cases related to attacks against humanitarians.
But the biggest problem is getting Darfuri rebels inside the camps to put down their arms. Security inside the camps is provided by a Chadian police force known as the Integrated Security Detachment, or DIS. But the effort sometimes falls short, says Daniel Durandignasala, DIS Deputy Police Chief.
Very often it's a question of making the refugees themselves inside the camp understand, and also the rebels who come to the camp to visit their relatives. We try and make contact with the rebels' chief and talk with him. Look, over there, the rebels are arriving now in their vehicles. That's the GEM.
Officials say the Rebel Justice and Equality Movement, or GEM, is known to be recruiting and obtaining fresh supplies in Chadian refugee camps like Urekasoni, just 7 kilometers from the Sudanese border. Polish soldiers patrolling the area say it's often impossible to distinguish among the many different rebels operating here because they lack any badge or uniform. The Polish contingent makes routine visits to the DIS outposts, which senior officers say are essential for gathering intelligence. On this day, there were reports of a Sudanese military aircraft crossing into Chadian airspace overnight. If the situation in Darfur deteriorates further, multinational battalion commander Maciej Shudak says he fears the Chadian police may not be prepared.
Let me say they do not fulfill these missions in a professional way, and that's why I suggested that we are ready, we are open to conduct extra trainings for the IS to improve the situation.
7, 8, 9, 0. A brawo.
This school in the border area near Bahai was built with the help of Polish troops. But some Chadian locals say the EU needs to do more to protect the people.
It's not enough. It's not enough. They should close the border and supervise it for us, and alert us to the dangers the local population must avoid.
EU troops say they have shored up security around the camps they were sent here to protect. But they say root problems such as banditry and the lack of respect for the rule of law will now be left to the Chadian government and the United Nations to handle. Nina Maria Potts for VOA News in Eastern Chad.